Welcome back to the association. Jason Zone Fisher, Sean Little, Katie Heinel with you, taking you around the league you love. With 1 week left in the NBA's regular season, teams are jockeying for position, looking ahead towards the postseason. But we also have some awards races coming down to the wire as well. Of course, the MVP race is something we've been talking about all year long. Who is the favorite? Who should be named this season's MVP? And we have our NBA MVP ladder and a new name at the top as of just a couple days ago. Victor Wembanyama, who's led the San Antonio Spurs on this surge in the standings and in the head-to-head matchups this year against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's currently in the number one spot. He had a huge game the other night against Nikola Jokic, another top MVP candidate. I want to get both of your thoughts on this year's MVP race. We've also earlier in the season mentioned Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic, Jaylen Brown, the incredible play he's had in Boston. But it really does feel like at this point, given injuries and other circumstances, it's likely a three-man race between these three. Shai, the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic, who puts up video game numbers that blow your mind on any given night, and Victor Wembanyama, who's doing things we've never seen before in a basketball court, and especially at this age. Sean, let's start with you. Break for us. Who is your MVP pick?
Yeah, the answer is SGA. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, purely on the fact that offensively down the stretch, he's been unbelievable. In the fourth quarter, he's going to win Clutch Player of the Year. He has been fantastic in big moments. Now, Jokic, before the knee injury, was playing the best offensive basketball we maybe have ever seen out of him. But he gets injured, it kind of takes him out of the spot. Victor, offensively, just isn't – SGA is not a slouch on defense. We know Victor is unbelievable at impacting the game on that end, but offensively, SGA is a different animal on that end, and he's been the consistent force for the Thunder all year, who have been having guys go in and out, and not small guys. Jalen Williams, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein have been in and out of the lineup. SGA has been a mainstay, and his offense, especially in the fourth quarter, has been a mainstay. It has to be SGA for me.
Well, Wemby has definitely been surging as of late. He's going to win the Defensive Player of the Year award. So I think we can all agree the best defender in the league. The fact that he didn't hit one big shot against the Denver Nuggets in this matchup, we see these highlights, and that Denver was able to prevail in overtime with Nikola Jokic making all these key plays, passes, shots to get the win. Could this game be fresh in the voters' mind, have anything to do with the actual outcome of the MVP race, Katie?
Yes, recency bias for sure. I thought I was going to be
Yeah.
the lone dissenting voice on SGA because I am still fully pulling for him, just in terms of all around performance, and the way that he's been playing all season and continues to, and to ratchet his own game up a notch too. I think we do get bored of consistency. I think that's why Jokic is down at 3. Honestly, when he's doing the things that he's been doing this season, we love to see a new face. We love to see a new contender. I mean, that is what makes these races so exciting. But I'm still firmly in the SGA camp. It's very cool to see Wemby inching up to the top, but I think, he's got seasons of this to come.
Yeah. He's like the Timothy Chalamet. He'll get his Oscar eventually. Like we know that he's going to win an MVP, but maybe we're not ready to crown him just yet. I agree. I think SGA is this season's MVP. He's the most consistent player in the league. Case in point, his insane 20-point game streak that he still has going. He just provides buckets whenever is needed. He gets it done defensively as well. Obviously not to the level of a Wemby, but he's certainly not a liability on the defensive end. And the Thunder, they haven't missed a beat in what could be a championship over. They still have the best record in the NBA, and we haven't seen the same version of J-Dub, Jalen Williams, the clear number 2 option for the Thunder. And it hasn't really mattered because they can rely on SGA. So it'll be fun to see how this all plays out, where the voters are swayed over the last few days or not. But it is the future is bright in the league with stars like this. We will be back after another short break as we continue to take you around the association here on NBA TV. Sean Little, Katie Heindel, myself, Jason Zone Fisher. Don't go anywhere because these breaks, they're pretty fast. I don't know about you, but that got me fired up for some San Antonio Spurs playoff basketball. I'm ready for this. That is exciting stuff. Sean, can this team legitimately win it all this year, or are they still maybe a year away? Are they too youngry? Too young, excuse me, or maybe sometimes that's where they're hungry and catch us all off guard.
They're definitely youngry. They're definitely youngry.
Yeah,
I
they're
think you can
youngry,
call them
baby.
that for sure. They're
Yeah.
youngry. Yeah, I think they could beat anybody. I think they can win the title. The what they've shown against Oklahoma City is proofs in the pudding. So I think if they get to that spot, they could definitely take it the distance.
Yeah, sometimes youth and being naive is actually a benefit as opposed to the experience. Katie, this team, they don't have the postseason experience, but could that maybe work out in their favor, actually?
Yeah, they've got the youth, but they're also very philosophical. You know, they've got the depth. Watching that, I was really reminded of that. And I think you nailed it. Like
Mm.
when young teams are in a sweet spot like that and they don't necessarily know when the runway's supposed to run out for them, why are they going to slow down? Why are they going to take their feet off the gas? You know, and I like the fact that, you know, we also see that they're getting opportunities to take different offensive risks, to be creative, right? To learn as they go. And they're putting it all together in real time. And I think that's what's so exciting watching the Spurs play. And they're youngry. It's true.
They are youngry. We got to trademark that. Let's go. I'm using that again. They are definitely young, hungry, youngry, and ready to go. I can't wait for some Spurs postseason basketball. We still have my favorite segment of the week coming up next, so don't go anywhere. We're going to look at the best highlights, the biggest. Welcome back to the association. Jason Zone Fisher, Sean Little, Katie Heindel with you on this Sunday evening. It's my favorite time of the week. It's time to look at the best dunks in the NBA over the last week. This is the poster room. We've got 3 nominees this week, and we're going to vote on them, whether they should be immortalized forever and hang that poster on the wall. Our 3 nominees, Will Riley, Colin Murray Boyles, and Trey Murphy III. Let's take a look at these dunks before we weigh in with our votes. The third, their posters will hang on our wall, and Will Riley, you'll just be subjected to my house over here in my background. I like that one. Thanks for joining us on the poster room, my favorite segment of the week. We've got a full slate of games today in the NBA and 5 as we look ahead tomorrow, Monday, April 6th. Let's take a look ahead around the association at our slate tomorrow. Some interesting and good matchups, some battles, especially that Knicks and Hawks battle on NBC and Peacock in the East. Sean, you mentioned the Hawks. They've been playing red hot as of late. Is that the game that you have your eye on?
Yeah, without question. Depending on what shakes here down the stretch, that could be Knicks. It could be Knicks Hawks in the first round. So I'm looking forward to seeing that game without a doubt.
And then, Katie, how about you? Is there a game that you have eyed tomorrow?
After that beautiful Spurs video that we got to watch, I'm going Sixers Spurs.
Yeah, well, that's an important one for the Philadelphia 76ers, who we saw on NBA TV last night in terms of Eastern Conference seeding. This has been a full day of NBA basketball. Great to spend Easter Sunday with you, Sean Little and Katie Heindel, and all the NBA fans out there. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Enjoy NBA basketball. It's getting